Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. But anyway, coming back to the pastimes of Krishna, the first thing that should be very clear, that these people throwing small magic, even if they had some powers, they cannot match the powers of God. So when you see somebody showing extraordinary prowess, like coming in Narayana form when he's born, okay, and continuously destroying the demons, which even Devatas are scared of. This Bakasura was, even Devatas are scared of them. So many of the Asuras were beyond the capacity of Devata to even touch. There were harassment even for the Devatas. And so easily Krishna was killing one by one. And all the Devatas used to come and throw flowers, and they used to play their drums. And all the Gopas used to hear all that sound and flowers falling. So what's happening? All this they could not figure out. But for them, Krishna was very dear. All the residents of Vrindavan, now it is talked, the whole day working very hard, and night they were sleeping. And just even though they were doing that, they're not like us doing sadhana, Hare Krishna, they're not doing anything. But they all went back to Godhead. Why? They were on samadhi on Krishna. We are sadhana bhakta, they are raganuga bhaktas. Sadhana bhaktas means we are practicing, we are chanting. Just like once what happened, that the Krishna, when he left Vrindavana, never came back. Okay? Krishna was there in Vrindavana, but in their meditation. Personally, Krishna became invisible to the residents of Vrindavan. Correct? He went with Akrura out. And then when Krishna did not come back for a long time, they had once an opportunity to see Krishna. That was when they saw in Kurukshetra. Before that, once Krishna sent the message to Uddhava. And the message was, I know I'm not there in Vrindavan, but you can meditate upon me. And they were laughing. What is this meditation? They are on samadhi on him all the time. We are artificially trying. The yogis try. They sit down in a forest, and with all the distractions they remove from the system. That is the process of neti. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not this intelligence. I am Atma. Correct? They do all this. And then they try to focus on the Lord's lotus feet. And here, these people are on samadhi on the Lord. We saw the pastime where Mother Yashoda came, just the pastime of Bakasura. Today morning we are reading. We have everyday morning Krishna book reading. So we were reading how Bakasura came and swallowed Krishna. All the coward men and those coward boys who were with Krishna, they just fainted. Imagine so much love for Krishna. Here we are trying to get darshan of Krishna's lotus feet, not even lotus feet toenails. The great yogis, and they are personally with the Lord, and so much love for Krishna. When Krishna Bakasura fainted, they could not live. When the Krishna left Vrindavana, the residents of Vrindavana are almost dead. So much love, and here we are. All of us are living without Krishna. Who is crying? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made a statement on that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I don't love Krishna. So people say, how do you say so? Whole the day you are crying, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. We are all followers of Lord Chaitanya. So how is it? He said, no, if I really loved Krishna, how am I living? I should not be able to live. I should die. That is the intense love. When Kaliya caught Krishna, so residents of Vrindavana heard some inauspicious symptoms. So they following the footsteps of Krishna, because Krishna's footsteps also there is mark. Many people say, I am God. You say, show your hand and leg. Because there are marks on the hand and leg of God. You know that? That nobody has. What are the marks on the Krishna's lotus feet? Flag, Shanka, then goat for taking, elephant, fish. Like that marks are there. Even even Radharani's lotus feet marks only there. Somebody says, I am Krishna. You say, show your hand and leg. There are marks. We can know. Anybody has lotus in his hand mark? So the marks, these are all there in the Shastra so that we can identify. Otherwise, any joker will come around. I become God, I was born God, or I became God. So all nonsense. So then what happened, that they follow the marks of the lotus feet of Krishna because they are very unique, And they followed, and they reached the banks of Yamuna. And there they saw such a huge serpent. They are there actually. These serpents are there in lower loka, Nagaloka, and other lokas. They are there. But the Krishna's time, all came to play with Krishna or fight with Krishna. This fellow was there. Kalia, his name was. He was multi-hooded, massive snake, thousands of hoods. And he had grabbed Krishna within that. And actually Krishna was just having some fun. For him, what he can grab. You know that. And then Mother Yashoda, when she saw all of them, the boys and the small boys and girls, all gopis are all landed up already there. Okay? They were Radharani, all landed. A big scene was there. All were simply crying. And Mother Yashoda came, she saw, fainted. That is intense love for Krishna. Intense love. Even this is what actually is the teaching. And Krishna plays his pastime. Why Krishna descends is that he exhibits his pastime where people are in unlimited pleasure. You may say there is pain, when actually when you meditate on Krishna and feel separation, it's not pain, it's a pleasure. It's the highest samadhi. Separation from the Lord is the highest samadhi, correct? It's not a pain like pain of the material world. Koi hai nahi, baitha ro rahe hain, वैसा नहीं. It's a pleasure. If you feel separation from Krishna, it looks to be externally that it's a great pain, but it is actually the highest pleasure. And that is the advancement of Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada says a real bona fide acharya elevates his disciple to the platform of feeling intense separation from the Lord and doing service to the Lord in intense separation. So, their consciousness is therefore worshipable. And Krishna comes to demonstrate this is what you should do. Become like these residents. And he shows these wonderful pastimes. And he's inviting us. All of us he's inviting. Why don't you come to the spiritual world? It is so nice. You are here rotting in the material world and trying to enjoy the material sense gratification. It's so unfortunate your life. Why don't you come to the spiritual world? And that is why the Vedic literatures are there inviting us. Please come. So in this way, we can understand these pastimes. And the prowess shown by the Lord is unparalleled at every moment. Not that, every moment Krishna was playing the part of the Lord. There are certain activities of Krishna which were unimaginable pleasure. One side, he is killing the demons the devatas cannot kill. Other side at home is lifting the khadau of his father, correct, and carrying for him. And they are so much in pleasure just seeing that activities of Krishna are full of pleasure. It is said when Krishna was shifting, they from Gokul they shifted to Vrindavan. So at that time, Mother Yashoda and Rohini are having their children on their lap, and they are in complete bliss talking to them. So all the pleasure, you can imagine, Krishna is ready to give. Whichever way you want to relate to them. You want to relate like a mother and father, you relate with Krishna. You want to relate with as a friend, you relate with Krishna. You want to relate as a lover, why don't you relate with Krishna? You want to relate as a servant, why don't you become servant of Krishna? So all the ways, the Shanta Dasya, Vasa, Sakulya, Sakya and Madhurya, unlimited pleasure we can have in relating to Krishna. So this opportunity is there, and therefore this discussion of pastimes are there. And here Brahma is giving his decision. This can be only the Lord. Okay? So that way we can appreciate. This is the pastime of Govardhana. Okay? So what do we understand from that? The first thing we understand from that pastime is that Krishna stopped the worship of devatas. They were worshipping Indra. Correct? Generally in India, people have an idea. They say they have millions of gods, millions of demigods. Not millions. God cannot be two. God is one. God is Vishnu or Krishna or Narayana. Same personality. Not these devatas. Devatas are iha devataha. They are managing the affairs of this world. Just like in a jail, there are those who are pious. They are given in charge of different affairs of the jail. Government doesn't bring people from outside. It's already a waste of money maintaining the people inside the jail. Correct? It's not productive. It's a waste for the government. It's like so much money has to be unnecessarily spent. So government doesn't bring people from outside as far as possible. Within the jail only those who are pious are engaged in, you distribute chapati, you do this. So Indra is given water department, this all in the material world. None of the jivas in the middle world can compare to the liberated jivas of the spiritual world. Nobody. Okay? Who are there in the middle world are all conditioned. And they may be delegated with various powers to different activities. So then the residents of Vrindavan are worshipping Indra. Krishna wanted to make a point. No need to worship the devatas. So Krishna immediately requested what? So whatever you are planning to worship Indra, that worship you do for Govardhana. And he declared the Govardhana is not different from me. In fact, when they were offering the offerings to Govardhana, Krishna took a huge form, like a Virat Rupa, and he ate all the offerings. And he declared, there is no difference between me and Govardhana. Therefore, even to this day, any Shila of Govardhan is worshipped like Shaligram. Because Krishna declared, Govardhan is not different from me. And the Vaishnavas in particular, they don't climb the Govardhana hill. Because they say we are climbing on that. We cannot climb on the deities. You see, people go around Govardhana. You'll not see people climbing the Govardhana. Take it? You understand? I appreciate this point. So this is what we can understand about the Krishna Govardhan Leela. The message is that there is no need actually to worship the devatas. We can directly worship the Lord. It's just like you put water on the root of the tree. Automatically the water goes to all parts of the tree. Yatha taror mula nishechanena tirpyati taskanda vajo upashaka prana upahara cha yathendriyanam Taiva sarv aranam achyuteja. So just like when you put water to the root of the tree, automatically it goes through all the branches. The same way, when we worship the Lord, automatically all devatas become satisfied. There is no need to personally go to all. Can you go with the syringe and put water on every leaf? Is it practical? It's not possible. The same way, if you directly worship the Lord, all devatas also become satisfied, because after all they are all great devotees of the Lord. They are very happy. It is said when somebody becomes spiritually perfect, very advanced, the devatas also assist in all the activities, because they are also great devotees. And when somebody becomes still more advanced and is going back to the spiritual world, devatas also celebrate that occasion. They are also so happy, because it's not possible even for them. It's not guaranteed for devata. After they leave the body, they are going back to the spiritual world. So it is something which is even they aspire. Not only that, when such a great acharya is doing devotion service, even they come and take association from him. So it's if you become a nice devotee, then nothing as glorious as becoming a nice devotee. Suppose you become a rich man, can you compare to the wealth of Kuvera? Where? You cannot. Where? Even Danavas have more wealth than you. You cannot compare. You become a beautiful man. Can you compare with the Devatas? They're so beautiful actually. Devatas are all very beautiful. So all the opulences are available in this universe. Therefore it is said, don't work for that. Up and down going the universe. Don't look for that. What is the shloka? Brahma bhuvana loka punaravartino arjuna. In this world you are going up and down. What will you get? But to go to this, this is not very big achievement. Our real achievement is to achieve something very special, which human body allows you, and particularly the birth in India allows you. It is said in the Bhagavatam, Devatas pray if you can be born on earth, on this place called Bharatvarsha, below the Himalayas. Why? Because the opportunity, very quick opportunity for spiritual advancement exists. We can take advantage of that. Therefore, I was telling yesterday, Lord Chaitanya's statement, Bharadon huile janmo hai yaar, janma sarthakari karo paropkar. Take advantage of the opportunity. What is that opportunity? To become spiritually perfect and then save the whole world. Prabhupada says he has given the task to Indians. To whom he gave to Indians, please take up this task. Why? Because I have given you the best facilities to be able to execute it. It's so easy. There's so many holy rivers, you take bath, correct? You go to so many temples. Prabhupada says basically spiritual current is running in their bodies. Just little guidance, people can shape into wonderful devotees. And they can preach. And the whole world, what happens, you are always ambassadors of spiritual culture. It's like suppose somebody comes from America. He's the ambassador of, you'll ask him, how, trains run there, how these cars, because they are known for that. What is India known for? They said recently we are recounting all the top people came to India, even recently. That the head of Facebook, he also came looking for spiritual culture, and Steve Jobs, he also came. All they keep coming, and the previous time even this George Harrison came. All top people, richest people. In the end of the life, they have all money and all. They want some spiritualism. They come India looking for some spiritual thing, and generally they get cheated and they go back. Generally, we don't have proper facilities to be able to. Prabhupada wanted us to build that proper facility so that they come, they stay, and we give them a proper exposure and teachings of the Vedic culture. So this is the spatial responsibility. But then instead of appreciating and understanding, when they come here, they see a mess. There are 1,000 millions gods, and they just can't understand what is this. Correct? How it is. People laugh at that, and it's true. Half knowledge is a dangerous thing. I explained this many times. Suppose I come to your college. Now you have one chairman of the college, we have one dean of the college. I have to understand the things properly, who is the owner of the college. Similarly, we have to understand things properly. The definition of God is Janmadhyasya Yataha, the source from which everything has come out. That has to be by common sense one. Correct? So who is that? Now people are confused. Who is that? No. Who is Lord Vishnu, Krishna? He is the source, not the Devatas. Devatas are just administrators. Iha Devataha. And Krishna in his pastime arranges that all the important Devatas come and they themselves make a statement, he is the Lord. Indra came, this Leela happened, correct? There were so many things done together. When Krishna lifted the mountain, after that 7 days Indra was pouring rain. Nothing, no use. All the inhabitants with their cows and calves are so happy. They did not even eat for 7 days. They're so happy looking at Krishna's face. They didn't eat food only. Just imagine. They're so happy looking at Krishna. Small child lifting a mountain. They were saying, what is this? And he was the dearest object for them. So they were very happy Krishna is doing. And anyway, after that, Krishna Krishna has his own powers. He can keep them hunger satisfied. And then when the Leela got over, that he frustrated, he stopped the rain. He said, no use. Then Indra came and offered prayers. So it is recorded in the scripture that, and he says, you are the boss, I am your small servant. Then Leela happened with Brahma. What happened in the Brahma Vimohan Leela? Brahma, when all Krishna had killed, now that Aghasura, so many demons Krishna killed, the Brahma, now he's making a statement. Who else but God could do it? But at that time, Krishna arranged, he gets Vimohan. What happens that Brahma, everybody is starting speaking, this news is spreading in the universe. Narayana has come, Krishna has come. Brahma says, my Lord Narayana has come. In Vrindavan, small boy, with this thing. And he had only gone and prayed actually. With the Bhumi, he went to pray for Lord to come because he couldn't manage affairs of earth. The Lord incarnated. Before that, Brahma had offered prayers, but he could not identify. Is this the one, A Lord has come, small child. And he came to see, he's running with some in a hand, some butter, some sweet. He, in a village, as a coward boy, he is Narayana, or even Adi Narayana, the source of Narayana. How is it possible? So then what he did, he said, let me check. So what he did, he stole all the cows and coward boys. He stole. And he hid. And he wanted to see. And he was very scared because he was worried. Is he playing with his Lord? He was very worried. And then what happened next? Krishna created a duplicate there. And actually it was Narayana. Krishna expanded to his different forms, and all of them took the shape. And their exact color, exact behavior, exact habits. When they go back home, the mothers could not identify. And not only that, they got more attached to their children. Anyway, that's all going on. Krishna gives one instance, Krishna does many things together. Okay? So now after this whole thing, Brahma came back in a movement of his, and that was years on earth, 1 year. And then Brahma got a shock. Everybody's there. And then after that, all of those coward boys and calves started becoming Narayana. And Brahma was, he was about to faint. And then finally Brahma came to this and he started offering prayers. And he said, you are my Lord. I am just a small servant. Correct? Some people say, no, there are equal. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh equal. So Krishna showed, no, Brahma is my small servant only. And next with Shiva also. Some people say, no, Shiva is God, competitor God. They fight also sometimes. Shaivites, Vaishnavites, they fight also. You have heard the tamasha. And again you read, there is a Leela where Lord Shiva comes to fight with Krishna. Banasura. There was a great devotee of Lord Shiva called Banasura. And Banasura, one of the Krishna's grandson. Krishna's son is Pradyumna. And Pradyumna's son is Aniruddha. Aniruddha somehow is with the daughter of this Banasura called Usha in the palace of Banasura. Okay. Usha actually, what happened, she in her dream she saw Aniruddha. Aniruddha is extremely beautiful. And she felt shy, And so one of her friends said, what? He said, I saw such a handsome boy. He said, wait a minute. She was very powerful, lady. So she made the drawing of all of them. And when she made the drawing Aniruddha, she said, yes, this was it. He said, what? I'll bring him now. She went, she had some power, she flew in the sky and went to the Dwaraka and picked up Aniruddha and brought it to the palace of Banasura. So both of them were very happy, and the princes are very protected, nobody can go inside and all. But she brought him there and she was having and all. And Banasura somehow got a news, one boy is around here in my, chambers of my daughter only. So he was very angry. And he came, and finally after something, actually Aniruddha was very powerful, but he used some weapons given by Lord Shiva and he arrested him. When he arrested him, at that moment, Narada brought the news to the always. Again, Narada. He knows everything that is happening. He is not a politician. He is a great devotee of the Lord. But he knows everything. By Lord's will, he knows everything. So he came there. And when he came to, he immediately landed up and he informed this is happening. So the Yadavas, Krishna, Balaram, everybody decided to attack. So one side is the Yadav army. Here, practically Lord Shiva whole team came. Kartikeya came, Ganapati came, whole team came. And they were smashed by the Yadavas, all were smashed. And now Krishna was about to kill him. This Banasura had thousands of hands. Krishna took a Sudarshana and started reducing his hands. One by one he was cutting his hands. Just like you cut a tree, with prune he was. So Lord Shiva understood, my devotee is dead. Then he started offering prayers to the Lord. That is there, recorded. So Krishna arranges. He arranges because, he does million things together. He arranged this thing so that people know he is the Supreme Personality. There is no need to say there are millions of God. God is one. How can God be two? Isn't it common sense? Okay. But they all have their due place. Just like in a college, even though somebody may be chairman, but the deans, the teachers all have their due place. So we can relate to them. Not that only chairman, I will not respect them. No, sir. They deserve due respect. So all the devatas are, number one, great devotees of the Lord. Number two, they have been empowered to do various activities. They deserve all our due respect. No doubt about it. But the God is one. That is very clear. Because of Krishna's pastimes, so many things. Had Krishna not come, how will come to know? Prabhupada says something most interesting. He said, had Krishna not come, how will you know what God is? Because everybody has one imagination. God is like this, God is like this. So Lord appeared. Here, this is how I am. See, this is Swayam Rupa Bhagavan, the original form of the Lord, where Krishna is in two-handed form and the devotees don't know he is God.